Paul Mosley made the decision in 2005 to make the business a go full-time. For 20 years now, he's cemented his name as one of the transmissions of choice. He's supplied many of successful names in the sport. No matter if it's your everyday driver or your hot rod, call on Paul's Transmission for your tranny needs. You can contact Paul's Transmission at 864-592-1129.
Are you looking to deck out your new ride, update Old Faithful, or just show off those sponsors that keep us going? Check out Maddox Designs on Facebook for your decal needs. Whether you're needing a new name number set for your race car or just needing some decals for your business, they will be able to help.
Yeah, they're gonna be broke rabbit and broken stick. I'm taking their money, their lunch money.
You ready to rumble?
I'm ready to rumble.
Ready to rumble.
See that? I'm ready. I'm gonna take him out. He's gone. He's gone.
Final round on the start line. Left side, Will Dodson. Dialed in 460. They got Will Priestman. Down 440. Two long cars out of the state of North Carolina. Two young guys, both named Will. The winner gets a big check for $10,000. It's awesome. Theobald Trophy. Tree will fire. Advantage Priestman, win light. Priestman, 26, take 3 to be 1 above. Dodson missed it and put it 3 and foul under. Will Priestman, your $10,000 winner here on Thursday.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an annual campaign to raise awareness for the disease. We asked you guys to share your pictures of support on social media. Let's take a look. Letting his shirt do the talking, Kevin is wearing pink in this snap in support of his mother. We agree, Kevin. Real men do wear pink. Neil added this decal to his dragster to honor his wife, Cynthia. Oh, and nicely done with that dial-in time, Neil. I see what you did there. Pink hair? Don't care. David sent in this photo from Denver to show support to his personal hero, his mom. Kevin purchased this pink Patron team uniform to support Alexis DeJoria's annual free mammogram for the fans campaign. Welcome to the team, Kevin. Cancer has touched all of us in one form or another. Thank you all for your submissions today in support of this very important initiative.
Fat Rabbit and Stick Show. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
All right, doing great, buddy.
I appreciate you sitting in hosting for Sticks. He's taking care of family stuff. Got cheer going on tonight. I know it's that time of year with ball and different things. Them girls is out there. They not only race, but they do the cheer and keeps them busy.
They sure do.
A lot to talk about this week. A lot of Turkey Trot, 51st Turkey Trot. It was kind of a good race. Good day to race. And I know we've been talking about the first woman to win the Turkey Trot, Renee Dotson, and you know they still looking in the Beer Dragway archives to make sure she is the first one to win that thing. But that's a tough race to win, I'm telling you. It's a really, really hard.
Yeah.
Been around a long time.
I'm gonna say she's probably the first one because, old as I am, I've been to about every one of them almost. I've probably been to at least 40 something of them, and I don't remember a lady winning it. And she walked right through that field.
And walked through the fourth second. Just that long impressive field of cars to do, and then go on to win the race. It was pretty remarkable. You know,
she had a problem first round. A lot of people don't know it, but I mean, the only way I know it, I parked beside her and her dad, in our spot. So I kind of talked to her, me and her, talk about this or that, the other. But anyway, I didn't know they'd put a new shifter in the car. And then the plunger fell out first round. She was 004, I believe it was, but it wouldn't shift. So when I got back up there, of course I had to go down to the buyback window as usual, and so when I left, her and Rob and Ronnie was looking at it, and by the time I got back, they had it fixed. So I know she went back down there, and she had to run Dallas. And she ran him first round, and then she had to run him again in the buyback there, and she was 00. I think she was 002 or 00 something that round. So, and then after that, it was just here we go rolling.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
she's done good. I mean, like I said, she's had some mechanical problems here and there, and I know she was frustrated a little bit, and then kind of stepped away for like 2 months, and then ever since she's been back, she's just got better and better, and then like I said, there wasn't nobody gonna beat her Saturday. It just wasn't gonna happen. So, yeah.
Well, we're gonna bring Chad on, let him. He can probably comment on some of that, and then we're gonna get into the union. We got a lot of different results, a lot of things going on this weekend. But before we bring him on, I just want to congratulate Coach Kennard on y'all's new addition to the family.
Yep, got a new grandbaby.
That's amazing. That's something special, and I think you told me. Got to come home today, and everything's going good. So that's really good. And that's just a blessing y'all. But thanks to all that Coach does for us here at the show, and I'm just so happy for him. And I can't wait to hang out with him at some time or another.
Yeah, we almost done us. We started to do a promo the other night in the hospital, and I was like, no, we'll skip tonight. So yeah. I'm like, we've taken it. We're a little bit too serious now. We're doing promos up here delivering babies.
Let's bring Chad in, Hayden. Hey, Chad, how you doing?
Good, fellas. How are y'all?
Y'all had a wonderful day Saturday. You picked the win up, and your sister picked the win up. That's probably a first too, brother sister like that. I mean, that's pretty amazing, which I think y'all, that is her actual second race that she's won. And I was told that her first one at Shadyside she won, that you was actually, you won that night. So both y'all get on at the same time.
Yeah, I'm going to put the pressure on her. If she wins, then I guess I'm supposed to win or whatever. But no, I'm more, as I've told everybody, I'm more excited and happy that she won than I did. I mean, not to take away. I mean, I'm thankful for a win, of course, but like Hank said and y'all discussed there, I mean, she's hard on herself. I mean, I'm hard on myself, and her car owner's hard on herself as well. So, but he's
hard on all of us.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm tickled that she, done well. I mean, it's season's winding down, but maybe give her some confidence and feel good over the off season, to come back next year. And if nothing else, she gets in for free regardless.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Is she gonna run? She run Shadyside at the fall brawl?
I think that's what she said her plan. She had originally talked about wanting to go with me this weekend, but she's backed out, which, I mean, this was before she won on Saturday, but she said she's going to see if she could get Daddy talked in to go on to Shadyside, which probably won't have to talk too hard to do that. But no, I think that's the plan this weekend for them.
That's good.
Good. Yeah.
To get into the union, we'll talk the results. Union, Chad probably knows some of them people. He might be able to help us break down some of that. And if you want to do the results, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I'll do it. Saturday at Union Dragway, they have pro mods down there. It's one of the classes, and Robbie Kazai was the winner. Runner-up was Dan Ferguson. Bubba Green was in the semis, and Kip Kaufman. They had a 450 door car race, and winner was Nick Klein, and runner-up was Chad Tilley. I see their names a lot of time up there at Farmington in the winner's circle. In the top was Ralph DeLoach, and runner-up was Greg Murray. So they had a good race down there at Union. Looks like.
Does anybody know if was Ralph trans braking or was he foot braking? I mean, normally he deep stages when he's foot braking, so that's why I'm surprised if he was allowed to stage deep and top, but didn't know.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any video. Because I know that Greg Murray, he runs both classes too, I think.
Typically he's just a top bulb guy, but I mean maybe he does dabble in the bottom bulb stuff. But normally he's in that gray Camaro. Normally, I think if you go through the results, I saw him in the 6.0 class, which he runs around that 590 range anyway. But then one top as well. So
yeah,
he's tough.
Yeah.
I'll run through the Greer results, and or do you have them with you, Chad? You got them, or you want me to run through them?
I don't. Go ahead.
All right, we'll break them all down. First of all, the exhibition pass, where at the end of the night, where David Leopard thought he was going to get up on me and Sticks, it didn't happen. I think he's been losing sleep for about 2 months about this race, and I hate taking this $100, but I took it, and me and Rusty, we took our girls out and bought a steak with his 100.
Sweet.
He put a good gallant effort in, so but we appreciated it, and if he wants to do it again next year, we can try to do it again next year. But we had a lot of fun.
It's gonna be an annual thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It was fun. But in the 0 to 499 class, Renee Dotson over Dave Morris. Dave, he was doing good. He's the fuel
factory.
Fuel factory, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think y'all had talked. He does some quick rod racing or something with that car or something, or has. I don't know, but I hadn't. I thought that was a new addition to him. I know they had the Camaro, and his wife had started driving it.
I think when I spoke with him, I think that car he was in Saturday, I mean, that's going to be kind of his quote unquote bracket car. He's got another dragster that he runs in Super Comp, and he's got the Camaro Roadster that he runs in Super Gas.
Oh my!
And Sue drives the red and black colored Camaro in Super Street, and then I think that's also kind of her bracket ride as well.
Right.
Yeah, that Camaro Roadster he got. Oh, that's a show car.
Really?
Yeah. Well, all his cars are excellent, good looking, but this Camaro Roadster, top of the line.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Pro, it was Renee Dotson winning the overall event over Travis Rollins. Travis, he was dead on 570 about every lap. He's always tough when he comes to Greer. I used to run into him a lot at Shady Side, and he'd he won his fair share up there years ago. No box, it was Chad Dotson. Just he's on a string right now, and I hope it continues into next week. Wish you nothing but the best. And if you want me to make a prediction before the end of the show, I will, but I don't want to put no pressure on you. Over Ronnie Forrester. Ronnie, he just come off of a win at Galat in the Gammas race. Junior dragster was Riker Johnson over Hannah Lindsay. And again, Riker, he as his first win, his second final round appearance. We can break all that down here in just a little bit. But good day of racing, and like I said,
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Travis Dotson. I mean, he ain't been in no. I mean, he's not been in the car, every week for what, last 3 or 4 years, maybe. I mean, and there he is.
Out there like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, I'm watching the video. I could tell the Amber was a little disappointed, It's like, and I was like, man, he's doing excellent to be out of the car that long and then just get right back in it, and here he goes. I mean, yeah.
Well, they had to send Will and Parker off to Virginia to give him the opportunity to be able to get into it. So,
because we was down there Saturday talking, and I said something about if Will or Parker gets beat first round, one of them liable to show up down here in a little bit and take his ride. Yeah. I said that wouldn't put it past them. Yeah. So, but I'm glad to see Travis get to race, but I'm also, I'm glad he went rounds like he did.
Oh yeah.
It almost worked out where it was going to be him and Renee in the final.
Oh, yeah. That would have been awesome there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think that was the original plan. They didn't realize, and I was going to give a shout out. I don't think they expected Ken Mertenstar to be around there at the front of the line, so that kind of messed up their plans. Because Travis Rollins then turned around and got to the staging lanes before Travis Dotson did. So but the whole plan was for Renee to stay at the back of the line. So anyway, but yeah, shout out to Ken Mertens. I mean, he originally started out in Harold's little white Chevy too, and I think it had an issue.
Yeah.
And he jumps over in Brandon Knighton's car, which he's drove it before, but there again, I think he only got the one time run and the dash for it there again because having to switch cars, but then made his way through the field, and I mean he lays down a good lap. He's like 30 total there at 4. And Travis Rollins I don't know what Travis's ball was, but he was dead on 8. So it had to be a pretty tight run there in the semifinals.
Yep.
He had a heart procedure or something back earlier in the year, and then but he ain't missed a beat. But he was looking good. I think he lost in that last round by 4 thousandths. He was like 13 on the tree, and he was just one above and was 4 thousandths behind what I think I heard on the video.
That puts him being 18. I think he was dead 8, so he had to be 18 dead 8 for 26, and Ken was I think Ken was 13 and then 17 above, so 30 total. I think
he was like a 30 packs what Ken had and 25 or something what Travis had or something like that.
Okay. They were at Greer Thursday night testing. They had a Pontiac Firebird, and him and Harold and Chuck Chisholm was there, but they had some kind of issue with it, so that's why I'm gonna say that's why he probably swapped over to that white car, even though it had a problem too. But yeah, they were over. They was gearing up for Saturday over Thursday night, and it paid off.
I say going back to Renee and Travis, I was having issues with my car, so I wasn't really getting to watch and pay attention to anything. To be honest, I didn't even know either one of them was still left in until probably about the 4th round or so. And next thing I know, I'm like, Renee's in the finals of the 4-set class. And then Travis, I think him and Joey had to run somewhere around that point. And I was like, well, maybe but I wasn't able to keep up with none of the pro runs. They're having to work on my stuff. But and then lo and behold, I said, then next thing you know, they're both there down to the semis. Well, Renee wins the 4-set class, and then they're down to the semifinals. And I don't know. I guess I ought to have done a better job of paying attention, but I didn't. So,
I wasn't paying attention. I would have filmed the 4-second finals and put it in our video at the beginning of the show. But it is kind of like, man, that's the 4-second. It didn't even register to me. It just kind of all happened so quick there,
Mm-hmm.
Everything was going so smooth. But
I see. We were standing up there talking, and matter of fact, I was talking to your dad, and me and Ronnie was standing there talking, and then Chad, him and Ronnie ran, and I was like, "Well, that was the finals." And Chad, your dad, said, "Well, darn, I feel terrible now." He said, "I missed it." He said, "Man, I felt, and he did. I could tell. We was waiting on Renee to go down, and we basically missed Chad, and that's what Ronnie said. He's like, man, I didn't even support him. I'm like, well, you right, he knows you right here, so
yeah. I'll be honest. I mean, I think we talked about this last week, talking about the bracket finals. Like, I'll glance up in the stands at the bracket finals just to see that Team Greer's. Well, normally when I'm at the front of the stage lanes, I always look up the top of the hill and I usually see the red golf cart sitting there. But I may not do it every round, but more times than not, I see it sitting there. So,
yeah. We was across the road. We was close, but we was across the road. So,
yeah. Well, he feels like he's got to watch. I mean, I'm glad he does.
That's right.
Often wonder if my kids are even watching, but half time I'll get back to the trailer and they know what's going on, even though I don't know them. So,
they paying attention.
Yeah, they are.
Well, after a day of fighting the vibration and sounds like you got it under control now going into next weekend, but did you have any doubts that you was going to walk through that, or I know it's especially when you're running people like Ronnie Forrester in the finals. I mean that's he's about as tough as they come.
I had a lot of doubts. I was even like I said, I made my time run. I mean, I loaded up at Galot with absolutely no problems. I make my time run, and I thought, man, it seems like something vibrated a little bit there, and I thought, maybe it's just, I don't know, just fluke deal or whatever. So then went back out on the dash for cash, and yeah, it's vibrating. And then, after the dash for cash, I got it jacked up. I'm checking everything that I can check. I ain't gonna bother going through. But I'm checking anything that I can physically see and don't see anything wrong. And Dale Maddox comes up because I had him to check my pinion. I'm like, make sure there ain't too much slack in there, or don't think like a bearing or something's going bad. And he's like, let's just clock your drive shaft 180 degrees. And I know that I've done that before, but it shouldn't have changed from Galot last week to Greer. Anyway, so this time when I go out there, this is first round of the race now. It's vibrating when I do my burnout, and I'm like, and honestly, I come this close to just backing up, and but dummy me, I thought, well, no, I'll stage it up. I was like, I'll see if it does any better going down the track. And I don't know why I thought it would do any better going down the track than in the burnout box. But anyway, I win the round. And so then I come back and I jack it up and put the drive shaft back the other way. I thought, man, if it's in the drive, maybe it'll at least do away with the burnout. Anyway, but I told all of them, I'm like, look, if it's any worse than what I was before, I said, I'm stopping. Well, sure enough, I go back the next round. It's doing the burnout again, and you're right, Johnny. Anyway, and they're I almost backed off again. I thought, well, no, I'll stage up again, and I don't know. Like I said, it turned out, I guess it all worked out. I guess that I kept going, but Ralph, he had the delay box. All right, buddy.
Ralph was getting after it.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I had a lot of doubts that I was even going to get to run, but I'm going to say my lucky round was against Thomas Palmer. I had to be fourth round, I guess. Thomas drives the white Thunderbird, super nice guy. Yeah. Comes up from the Commerce area, Georgia area, and races with us. But he's 001 red. Dead on 8. He almost. I would have been in the way if he keeps it green, but unluckily for him, it falls red. Lucky for me, it does fall red. But anyway, but yeah, I had a lot of doubts. And there again, it's hard to concentrate when your car is not right and you're worried and this, that, and other and all. So, but
I'm gonna tell you, somebody else had a good run over there. The Corbin and the Maverick.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there watching. He's leaving off the trans brake, and I don't know. I didn't really hear what kind of lights he was having, but they looked good. He was turning the wind light on, and he was down about a 16. I guess he was going down there and letting out of it, and he was 18, and he was doing looked very impressive to me. I think he lost against Ronnie in the semis.
Correct.
But it was a good run for him. I'm gonna tell you another interesting fact that we overheard, and I sent him a message, and I don't know. Have you ever? I'd be interested to know how many season passes that you've accumulated over here. But Ronnie Forrester, it was said that he made it to the finals, so he got a season pass. But this is his 11th season pass in 36 years of racing. I mean, that's
awesome.
And that's winning the track points, the track championship, and Turkey Trots together combined. I think he's got 4 track championships. I mean, that's pretty impressive to have that many final round appearances. I don't know how many y'all's win and lost, but to make it to the finals that many times and be able to accumulate 11 season passes, that's pretty impressive. I don't know that anybody else probably has a resume like that. Other than you,
Chad, how many, Chad?
I couldn't tell you. It ain't that many. I remember my very first one that I ever won was in the Monza, and I'm wanting to think. I don't remember. I don't remember all that anyway. But I know I got to the finals, and it was me and Donnie Walker, and I think you got like $3,000 to split, and I can just at this time I knew of Donnie. I feel like I know him better now than I did back then, but I can just remember we stand there in the staging lanes, and he made the comment. He said we either split down the middle or we ain't splitting at all, and it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, okay, yeah, down the middle's fine with me, but but anyway, I red lighted, if I remember right, and but I was just tickled to say I'll go get a season's pass and get in for free. So, but yeah, that was my very first season's pass I ever won. But to say how many, I couldn't tell you.
Travis is 7. That's pretty impressive there too.
Wow. He's ain't he a 4-time track champion?
Yeah. I know I went. I think it was from. I just anyway. I think I went I know I went 3 years in a row. I think one of them was a track championship, and then I was in the finals of the Turkey Trot. I know I went 3 years in a row without paying. I can remember that, but to say how many, I don't know. I might be somewhere around Travis's number there, 7-ish or so.
I got 2. That's all. That's a long way from 11 or 7, but I've had it twice. So yeah, because I used to never come on Thursday nights years ago, and then I won that first one in 91, I believe it was, or 92. So I get a season pass, and they're like, that thing's good for Thursday nights too. I'm like, what? Heck, I just start going on Thursday nights because it's free. So yeah, I start showing it on Thursday nights. Here I come. So, yeah.
Well, I can remember that as well. So, I was the same way. I won it, and I thought, okay, well, I just show up on a Saturday, and I don't know why or what or wherever. Anyway, I end up going on a Thursday night, and they's like, no, you get in for free tonight. And I'm like, Hank, I was like, well, shoot, if I ain't got nothing else going on, I'll go to the track and get in for free and watch, hang out or do something. So,
yep.
Shoot, I took my gold card, I had my little gold card, and I made sure I took it with me, went down to Wire Shoals on a Friday night, and they didn't even ask to look at it. They let me in. Then I went back next week, and no, it wasn't at the gate or nothing, and I didn't take it with me. Hell, they made me pay.
They forgot who you was in a week.
They didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
But
I may have to back up a little bit now that you've told it. I think that might have been how I got. I think it had to be like 19, 20, and 21. I think, but I won the bracket finals that one year. So I think that's the 3-year stretch I got in for free. It wasn't just from Greer seasons passes. I had won a gold card or whatever, got in for free through the bracket finals as well. So
that's good.
Well,
hey, I'm gonna tell you, there ain't nothing sweeter than pulling up them gates and you don't have to pay, man. I don't know what it is. It's you think you was paying $500 to get in. When you get that season pass, you're like, hey, just give me that paper, let me sign it. I'm going to slide on in here. You feel like, they're gonna stop you and say, hey, you owe us some money, but no, I don't.
I had one at Shadyside this past year, and there, I hadn't had a pass in the past couple of years, so I forgot how it felt. But you're right, it feels good to roll up and hey, come back next time, whatever. So
now, when you won the bracket finals, HR bracket finals, do you get a gold card with that or not?
I did, or I do.
Like this past time.
Yeah, like at Union of the week, I forgot about that. There, I was just thinking about the, qualifying to go to the World Finals and the prize money, and the next thing, oh yeah, you get a gold card too. I forgot that hadn't even crossed my mind. So, and I told him, I was like, I've made that comment as well. I mean, if IHRA and WDRA end up merging, I mean, it says it's an IHRA gold card, so I'm like, I just want to be able to use my gold card wherever it is. Make sure it's going to work. But I mean, if not, I've at least got the Greer season's pass to fall back on. So,
well, I think we've hit all the points from Saturday. Like I said, it was a good race, and I don't know.
Talking about forgetting, I didn't even. I hadn't even. It hadn't even crossed my mind till I was in the finals, and Riker, they was doing their winner circle pictures, and I saw Alicia carry the Rod Trophy out to him. I completely forgot that we was running for the Rod Trophy Saturday as well. So if they do end up merging and there's no more Rod Trophies, I'm thankful that I can at least say I won one now. But that's a cool trophy they got. So I was, added a little more incentive there in the finals. So.
Yeah, when Renee got ready, when there was 4 cars left, and I was standing there and we was talking, and she's like, man, I could tell she was nervous, because she's like, man, this one's, I gotta get this one done. And I was like, listen, just do what you've been doing all night long because it's working for you. And I said, just let it roll. And I said, if you get this round, it's winter, season pass, maybe that big trophy. She's like, look, Hank, I got to get this round. This one's right here. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I said, just do your thing. So then she won that round. And right before she got ready to leave to run the finals, she's like, man, this one here means a lot too. And I'm like, they all mean a lot if you think about it. Every round is a pressure round if you think about it. Because if you get beat before that, the finals you ain't gonna get to the finals anyway. But we was like Chad. We was all up on the hill watching, and you remember Chad said, she had was it 64 or Chad, I believe it was, or
64 in the finals.
She's dialed 65.
And Chad said she's been wanting to put a 64 on it all day, and he said it ain't gonna run to 64. And then when in the final, she went, she was dialed 65, like you said. She went to 64. I said, well, there's that 64 she's been wanting all day long. Yeah.
Yeah, the round before on Travis, she was sashaying a little bit down the track. So she runs the 66. And I was like, well, that's proof that you can't dial the 4. You got to dial 5. I mean, you can't give up that much. I say Travis Rollins had been on 70 the whole day. I mean, 70. Then lo and behold, it goes 64 off the 65 there.
Yeah, he was on it. I'm telling you, that thing was on it.
The other little thing I'm talking about the Riker. That was cool to see. I was sitting on the bye, so I set my bye out, so I was in the stage lane the entire time. So it was cool to see his winner circle there. I mean, it's good to see kids excited, wanting to race, getting rewarded for winning. So I mean, it was you tell that was special. His mom, his dad, and family, and all theirs. That was cool to see.
This is his first year too, right?
I believe so.
So yeah, he's already got a winner and a runner-up already. So, yeah.
And a rod trophy. He was excited about that rod trophy now.
Oh, that's right. He got one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, he'll have that rest of his life. That will never go nowhere.
Right.
So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because actually, how many juniors we're gonna lose this year? We're gonna lose Hudson Edwards, the girl,
the Lindsay girl.
Yeah, Hannah Lindsay, Bo Sims, I'm assuming. So yeah, so it's good to see young, newer coming into the sport.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, let's go to the 470 door car, Outlaw 470 door car, London Dragway. Joseph Bagwell over Dustin Martin. Low qualifier was Craig Boone. I ain't never been to London Dragway, but I think it had like a $7,500 check. Pretty good payday for him. So, Joseph, he knows how to get the job done on that index stuff anyway.
Yeah, he's probably good as they come.
Yeah, in London, they host a lot of that, like the Verge series and all that. They go there, the 450 dragsters, 470 door cars. I got to go there one time for a foot brake race several years ago. But it's funny, you drive out through it's like out in like a national forest or state forest or something other than. I mean, everybody told me, it's like, man, you just keep driving. Don't think you'll think you're on the wrong road, or there's no way, or there's a drag strip out here, and all of a sudden it just opens up, and it's a nice drag strip. But they host a lot of fast racing up that way.
And I guess probably the most talked about one is a triple threaded VMP this weekend. On Thursday, you had our last week's guest, Will Creasman, picking up a 10K win over Will Dotson. And they had a good week. At Will, he win just PDRA the week before that or something? I mean,
top dragster.
And then I guess y'all know a little more about this than me, but on Saturday they was the $75,000 race that got called due to weather at 14 cars. And we had 3 local guys. Obviously, Will Creasman, which he was setting as the bye car at 14. JoJo Gary and Shane Maddox. I didn't get to watch none of the race until there at the end. I think when I got on, they were running that round, and then the weather got them. But it looks like they all got about $8,200 a piece, which is I'd take that, but I'm sure them boys, they probably would have liked to got the big money,
Oh yeah.
But I hadn't talked to none of them guys. And then NHRA Southeast Division 2 champion Kate Ward won the juniors. That's Matt Ward's daughter, and congratulations to them.
Was that down there in Gainesville?
Correct.
That was their bracket finals.
Yeah.
Right. I think. Yeah, I know Matt and Steve Wagner. They were there representing Carolina Dragway, but I think they had fought rain the whole week. I think about the only thing they really got to run was the main event. But I wished I'd have reached out to Matt and asked him. I mean, I'm wanting to think Kate has won that event before, but if not, then I know
I think she had. I seen a picture because she's in a white car now, and there's a picture of her in the black car with Ward Racing or something.
Okay.
And she's hosting it. I think you're right on that. I don't know for a fact, but just on Facebook.
And if not, I know she's won what they call that Eastern Conference Finals up at Bristol. So she may have won. I know she's won at the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, I'm wanting to think that might be her second bracket finals win in juniors as well. So.
Yep. I see Mike Farmer joined in. He got me out of a pickle this past week. I hated to call on him. I wasn't having no luck at the local exhaust shop, and I went up there and he took care of me. And I recommend anybody don't send no junk work up there, but if you're looking for duals or some good exhaust work, Kiwi muffler and brake right there in Pickens. I'm telling you, he really helped us out this past week.
I told Sammy Neese I'm probably gonna pay a visit back to Mike. Sammy was talking to me about my exhaust, and I told him who done it and this and other and all. So, Mike wanted to do it when I was there, and I didn't. And I wished I would have, but I think I'll get him to put the chrome tip on mine that to turn out back there at the back, make it look a little bit better.
Talking about old Sammy and just talking about them foot breakers over at Greer. I know we got some bad boy pro cars, top cars. A lot of I run my kind of getting ready for the exhibition pass. I just wanted to make some extra laps. I took my little street card, played around in the foot brake, and first round I run Sammy Neese. And I mean, he's 11 dead on. I mean, I did pop out a 007, but I couldn't run my number. But I was like, you'd think some of these cats would cut somebody a break in a street car. You know what I mean? Then I go back around there and got to run old Jesse Hicks, and he's telling me about all his problems. He's red light, and he's having to wait for the light to come on and all this stuff. And I'm like, maybe he'll mess up on me.
No.
He's 16, I think, 16 on me, and just makes me look silly. But I had a good time running. If I had the old car run a little bit better, more consistent, I probably would try to play around a little more in that foot brake with it. But I'll just stick to my pro racing, I guess.
I tell you, I was glad to see Michael Smart got his little ride back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his wife's kind of been upset since he sold that thing. So I don't know who had the bigger smile, him or her. I'm gonna say her. But yeah, I read his little comments while he was up there at the Gallant, and I think it kind of got to him sitting up there in the stands and watching that little silver truck go down the racetrack without him in it. So
Oh yeah.
I bet he didn't. I bet Sammy didn't have to twist his arm none to get him to get it back. So
No.
yeah, but I'm glad he got it back because I know.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
No, deep down he missed that truck.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he missed racing. He missed racing more than anything. So
Well,
yeah.
at that level, because honestly, him in that truck, I mean, he's competitive with the Datsuns, the Foresters, the Heights. I mean, he when he rolls around in line, he ain't. I mean, we all talk about drawing that bad card beside you. He's not he sure ain't no good one. I mean, I'm sure you can say the same, Chad. He's a tough racer in an old truck.
Oh yeah, well, and no offense. I mean, he's even commented. I mean, he bought that orange dart from Billy and Chelson, Norris and them, and I don't know. It's just like it didn't. Him. I mean, that's what people say. I mean, me and my car. I mean, we just gelled together, but it didn't take him long once he sat down in that truck. It just they kind of gelled, and it's just like you and your Mustang, Tom, and
Yeah.
I mean, Hank did have the Camaro forever, but I mean, you done well in the dragster as well. But if you gel, it just makes things you're used to the truck. You're used to what your car does. You know what this feels like. But regardless, it didn't take him long to gel in that.
Yeah, he
Once
did.
he got it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, because when they let him drive that truck at the $10,000 foot brake race, he was going rounds. He jumped right back in that thing. He was. I think he red lighted. I don't know, had it been fourth or fifth round.
Yep.
For the $10,000 race, maybe it might have been farther than that. But I was like, yeah, you need this truck back, buddy. You ain't gonna be satisfied with what you got. So yeah.
It was nice for Sammy to put a new set of slits on it before he sold it back to him too. Sammy reminded me of that. I ain't even gonna charge him for them new slits. I'm just gonna let him have it back for what he paid for it. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, guys, what's going on this week? What's coming up? We got Shady Side, and then I guess a lot of people be watching TV on. You got the door car thing up in Galat, the fling, door fling, and then I was watching tonight the Great American Bash, Montgomery, and then I guess you mentioned the Fall Brawl at Shady Side. I guess that's I got my 80-year-old dad down there right now. Cleaning the black car up. We're going to put an intake on it, and I may ride up there and try it out Saturday. So, you going, Hank?
No, not. I just ain't going up that way. They did get a few things done before I can go, so I'll just leave it at that. It's rough on dragsters. I'll just tell you that. It's rough on dragsters.
What's going on tomorrow night at Greer?
Oh, yeah.
We got Test and Tune, then we got a 5:30 8-car shootout and a 6:30 8-car shootout tomorrow night. So, and then we only got 2 more Thursday nights after that. So, yeah, if you want something to do on Thursday night as far as racing, don't miss them because we running out of Thursday nights. But yeah, the shootouts tomorrow night, that's a pretty good show. Now, this 6:30 and the 5:30 class. Now they can't make a practice run. They can't go down the racetrack at all till they call you. And then there's no scoreboards turned on. You don't get no time slip. Nothing. You just got to hope your wind light comes on in your lane. And then like I said, you get nothing.
No ticket, no nothing.
You get nothing.
No ticket. You don't know nothing.
Ticket.
Oh,
They got to be on a 28, 10.5 too, right? Both classes.
Yeah. I think that's about the only thing that required, basically, But yeah. So you better have done some practicing some Thursday nights before to see where your tune-up is, because when you roll out there and lead the starting line, you got to make sure you're ahead of this other guy, but you got to make sure you ain't quicker than 5:30 or 6:30, or if you are, you better make sure he's a whole lot quicker.
And in that 5:30 class, you better make sure you ain't putting too much power to it to blow them tires off. That's what's amazing.
Yeah, 5:30 is pretty fast for a small tire car, really.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, 6:30. There'll be probably quite a few 6:30s, but these, it's only an 8-car field, so I'm sure that a lot of them probably, if they hadn't already signed up, they just won't get in. So,
is it a pre-entry thing?
Yeah, because I think they was looking for one car in one of the classes I seen on.
I can't remember. Was 6:30, wasn't it? They needed one more car, I believe it was. So it was pre-enter. Because
I need about 50 more horsepower to be able to run 6:30. I'm a few numbers slow too slow. Cooler weather helps, but I still couldn't get to a 6:30.
Oh, listen! All you need is about a 250 shot, and you ready to roll. That's all you got to do. Spray it with the rest of them because the turbo cars is gonna, they're gonna fly from half track to the finish line. And spray guys, they lay it to it as soon as it leaves. So just
You
spray
shallow
it.
stage in the cold, you probably get down in the 30s, won't you?
I just say I could probably in cool weather I'd probably do an upper 30, 38.
You probably win it. You get them on the tree.
I wouldn't. But
Yeah.
I watch them and guys. They know what they're doing.
They do.
I mean, they're like saying they're going out there with no time runs and all that, but they still have them guys that do it and do it well. They know what they need. So
yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch them run that kind of stuff. And like I said, I mean, it's no time slips, no practice run, and it's straight off the trailer for first round. So yeah, and I'll turn the monitor off on my side too because I ain't really supposed to see what they run, so I turn it off. So
I just don't want to slip up and call out something either, too, right?
Yeah, if I don't turn that thing off, seriously, I love to be turning around talking to somebody and then turn around. If I see the screen, I love to just say it because I have done it because I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, but I'm like, oh, well, hopefully those 2,000 people, none of them was paying attention to what I say. So, yeah. But I have done that. I ain't gonna say I hadn't messed up, but I'll mess up every now and then. I've only cussed one time, I think, years ago. I said a cuss word. There was a guy wrecked, and I said, and I was like, oh, I just cussed on the P. I hope Mike Greer didn't hear me. So yeah. So I'm pretty good at trying to keep my cussing down.
But it sounds like there'll be a lot of live feeds going on. I mean, I know you're talking about the spring fling. They do their own channel, YouTube for their race. I'm sure Motomania is probably at Montgomery, and then they'll stream they'll stream the IHRA finals as well.
That'd be good.
Yes. Logan Westmore, I know he's headed up to Gallant for the foot brake race. I don't know anybody else.
Door car.
Yeah, the door car. I'm sorry. Anybody else from around here that's going?
Parker and Will had talked about it, but there again, I think that's been overruled. But with them, you just have to hang on to your seat when they wake up and go wherever they're going. Whether it's Shadyside, Gallant, Montgomery, Pomona, you just have to wake up and hold on when they decide to go.
It'll be interesting to see if poor old Travis gets to drive his car at Shadyside. I bet he don't get both days. He'll probably get one. Parker will have it the next one. So,
well, what I was told by Donnie, I mean, he come by the house Monday when I was working on my car. Because I think Will ended up breaking a rocker arm at VMP, so now he wants to go ahead and get his motor freshened up. He's gonna let Parker drive his dragster because they thought he had sucked in an intake gasket, so they was working on that this week. So Will said he was gonna take the S10 truck because they've made some changes to it, run it in foot brake, let Parker drive his dragster. So then I guess that leaves Travis for the Nova. But I think the plan is to go to Shadyside for all that, but there again, it's Wednesday and plans to the change between now and then. So
yeah, I saw a picture the other night with the S10, and there ain't no front windshield in it, and they talking about making changes. I'm like, oh my, what now, boy? So yeah,
well, that they bought the front end and stuff off of Turtle, one of Turtle's S10s. It matched up paint, about everything perfect with their S10 because theirs had some. Anyway, they wanted to change it regardless. Somehow or another, they ended up with the front end hood and all that from one of Turtle's trucks. So now it's on the car. But I think they're gonna redo windows and everything else too. So
yeah.
Now
they may just leave the windows out of it and do like an open cockpit with some goggles. I don't know.
Yeah, I can I can see Parker doing that easily.
I mean, if they can do it, if you can do it in a dragster, why not do it in a truck?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate you hanging in here to filling in for Rusty Hank, and I appreciate you, Chad. Congratulations on this past week. You got a good run going, a good string of wins. Don't stop. I expect you to go and do it again this weekend in Steele. I love Steele, Alabama. That's a good track, and I know you're going to take it to them. And I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction. I predict another win. So,
Well,
we'll
I appreciate it, Clint, but well, it's like with any race. I'll you got to have some luck. Don't have to have some breaks go your way. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and I appreciate the support though.
Well, you leaving early in the morning?
Not real early. I worked on my car Monday, then I ended up working late at my work last night to make up for being off Thursday and Friday, and then obviously on here tonight and stuff. So I'll try to hit the road by no later than 10 o'clock. I'm going to try to get up in the morning and do a couple little things, get loaded up and everything. So,
well, be safe, man. Be careful. And
it's
we'll
WDRA bracket finals or world finals or next weekend.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why speaking of that, I mean, I was under the impression, that Greer would be open this Saturday for like their Halloween race. But when I asked Mike in the stage lane, he's like, nah, he said, today's our last bracket race. He said, because he'd mentioned Shadyside having their race. So it's done. I tell everybody, you're all summer long and you go to the bracket finals, next thing you know, the season's over. And I mean, I was like, boy, it's done come around, jumped up and ended here. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I can remember racing around here all the way, and I don't know, climate change, faster cars, tires, track prep. I don't know, but I can remember racing all the way up at Greer the weekend before Thanksgiving. We'd run. I can remember rags sitting on the ramps, and where the dew had fallen, they would literally just about freeze. They'd be stiff. And the only person I ever really remember having trouble would be Kevin Scales, and he run about 490s, which that was fast back then, but nothing of today. But he would blow the tires off. You know what I mean? But everybody else pretty well run, and and then we would go back and run. We'd have a Thanksgiving Day, maybe at Wire Shoals or something, and then we'd be done. And then a lot of times, seemed like we'd go to Piedmont for a door car thing right there, the last of maybe the 1st of December, and then we'd be done. But man, things has changed. It pretty much about now, and it does. I was going to ask y'all. Y'all said Shadyside's running 2 days, so they running Friday night as well.
Correct.
Now, when it gets cooler, which it ain't really cold now, but I mean, are they going to be able to put on a good race and no track getting weak or nothing, or it'll be all right?
I mean, I've seen cars that have issues, but I mean the going back to the beginning of the show, the race that Renee won, it was a Friday night race. I mean, she went 475, just every pass. But now I saw some other dragsters. I mean, they said they were having issues and stuff, but I can't answer for them. But Renee just sat there and 475 it the whole night. So, I mean, I've never had an issue there. I mean, but not, I can't answer for everybody else's stuff either. But yeah, I think you'll have a good time. I think they'll have a good race for sure. I mean, Seth and Zach work hard, so I mean they ain't afraid to prep the track for sure. So.
That's the stickiest track you'll break you. I put out there and got my picture made a few years ago, and I ain't never felt nothing stick that. I mean, it's crazy what they do to that track. But anyway, all right, boys, I appreciate it, and we'll all we need is a mic and opportunity, and we can talk. Hayden, if you're ready, boy, we'll take us out of here and take us home. Y'all be good, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you having me on tonight. Good luck, Jay.
Thank you.
Good
Have
luck.
a good night.
All right.
All right, buddies.